Hi everyone, I'm Lizzie Bermudez here in Tuolumne County, where there are endless opportunities for year-round fun. You can discover adventure or relaxation in the fresh air and the majestic mountains. Travel back in time on a steam train or stagecoach and wander through Gold Rush era towns. Sip wine and organic hard cider and find yourself in awe in Yosemite National Park. Adventure also calls. You can raft the rapids of the wild and scenic Tuolumne River or hike or bike in the breathtaking High Sierra. It's time to get out of town and enjoy the adventure and beauty that Tuolumne County has to offer.
What makes Tuolumne County special is we have so much to offer for so many people.
This is definitely a year-round spot to vacation.
It's an incredible place. There's beauty abound. The diversity is just incredible.
All right, I am in Strawberry right now, and I'm talking to Katie. She's with Tuolumne County. Thank you for talking to us, Katie.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, for someone who's never been here, how would you describe it?
We have 3 vacations in one incredible destination. So we have the High Sierra, which we're at right now, and then we have the Gold Country. So we have Columbia State Historic Park, which is an 1850s gold panning town. Then we have Jamestown, Railtown State Historic Park, where you can ride our famous Sierra No. 3 Railroad. And then we have beautiful Yosemite. So you can visit Hetch Hetchy and the Tuolumne Grove of giant sequoias. In the summer, we have horseback riding. We also have hiking and fishing, kayaking, all kinds of fun stuff like that. And then in the winter, we have snowshoeing, we have snow skiing, snowboarding.
There's something for everyone, even regardless of their age.
There definitely is something for everyone. And even if businesses are looking to have retreats or corporate events up here, it makes for such a fun place because they can have their business meeting during the day, and then they can do a team building activity like going on a hike or going whitewater rafting in the summer.
Tell us about arts and culture here.
So we have Sierra Repertory Theater, and they have 2 theaters where they do live performances. One of their theaters is in historic Columbia State Park at the Fallon House. So it's an old-fashioned theater. It's really neat and awesome to come experience a play there. And then we also have painting classes. So we have Brush and Cork, who does a paint by number classes, and guests can bring wine so they can drink wine while they learn how to paint. All right, Lizzie, so take a deep breath in. Do you feel that fresh, crisp air? The air quality up here is amazing, and you're not gonna get air any better than this. It's so fresh and so crisp. And we offer year-round wellness. So on Pinecrest Lake, we do paddleboarding yoga. We have a Mala Detox Lounge where you can get a detox foot soak and a cup of feel-good tea. We also have horseback riding, and then we have stargazing too. So there's a little bit of wellness for everyone up here.
The wine scene is growing, right?
Definitely. So we have 4 wineries. We have Yosemite Cellars, Inner Sanctum Cellars, First Ranch, and Gianelli. So what's really great about these wineries is you can go in and do wine tasting, and you're gonna meet the vineyard owner and the owner of the winery. So your winemaker is also pouring your wine.
And about the hard cider here?
Yes, we have Indigene Reserve. They're a 160-acre apple orchard, and they have an awesome outdoor picnic area. They're all organic, so you can go in and taste all of their ciders. So we have a lot of unique and eclectic restaurants. They're getting very creative with their menus. There's a lot of farm to table here, so all of our ingredients are fresh at most of our restaurants, and it's just something that you're gonna see that's really different from other areas. Downtown Sonora has the cutest little eclectic shops. There's tons of antiques, there's tons of little boutique shops, and then Jamestown as well has the same thing, just little antique shops, and you can just walk up and down the main street in Jamestown and then Washington Street in Sonora and just shop at these little cute eclectic shops.
There are different types of accommodations, pretty much could cater to anybody depending on what you want, right?
Definitely. So we have little unique hotels, we have historic hotels, we have tons of bed and breakfast, and what's really great about our bed and breakfast is the owners act as like your tourist liaison. So we have Rush Creek Lodge, which is the first hotel built in over 25 years in the Yosemite area. And they have great amenities. They're definitely family friendly, and they're so close to Yosemite, so that it's a 1.5 miles outside of the park.
What are some of the things you hear from guests as they're leaving about their experience when visiting?
Definitely they want to come back, and it's like none other. It's memories made. We were at Rush Creek Lodge and there was this little boy running around and he's like, "Dad, this is the best time I've ever had in my entire life." So you're definitely going to leave with memories and so much new experiences.
Coming up,
People from all over the world want to come to Yosemite National Park. It's on their bucket list.
when visiting Tuolumne County, you can experience the less traveled, yet stunning parts of Yosemite, like Hetch Hetchy and Tuolumne groves of giant sequoias. You can also discover world-famous whitewater rafting right around the corner. I am now in the beautiful Yosemite National Park, and I am talking to Jen. This is breathtaking.
It is beautiful.
This is really, really something. Tell our viewers exactly where we are.
So right now we're at the trailhead for the Tuolumne Grove of giant sequoias, and if you take this trail down about a mile, you would wind up in a small grove of giant sequoias here in Yosemite. It's one of 3 groves. As you go down the trail here, you'll just see lots of different types of trees. Of course, right now it's covered with snow, but just in a few weeks, wildflowers will start popping up as the snow melts away. You'll see wildlife, probably some squirrels, some birds. We can hear the birds singing right now. And then once you're down in the grove, you can actually walk through one of the giant sequoias.
Talk about some of the things that people can do once they're here.
In Yosemite, the possibilities are endless. So right now you could go hiking or snowshoeing on some of the park trails in the lower elevations. You could go to Yosemite Valley, see the icons like Half Dome, El Capitan, Yosemite Falls. You can bring some bikes and go bike riding down on Yosemite Valley floor. And also up in the high country on the Tuolumne River, there's great fishing up there. A lot of hiking and getting around and just seeing all the different areas. Yosemite is special in so many ways, beyond just its natural beauty with the granite cliffs and the towering waterfalls. There's also a spirit that surrounds you here in the fresh air, and it just feels good to be here, no matter what time of year that you're here, and it's just a wonderful feeling. People from all over the world want to come to Yosemite National Park. It's on their bucket list to come here.
And it's in our backyard, essentially,
Yeah.
if you live in the Bay Area, right?
Exactly. So Highway 120 goes directly through Tuolumne County from the Bay Area, and you could be in Yosemite within 3 hours.
Tell us about the area that's in Tuolumne County. What's unique? What will you see?
So if you were to spend some time in Yosemite National Park in the Tuolumne County area, you could in the summertime get up to Tuolumne Meadows in the high country, which is just offers spectacular views like you've never seen. You could see Hetch Hetchy Reservoir, which is the water supply for San Francisco. You can hike to beautiful waterfalls there on the lake. The blue in the lake is so spectacular, and the granite cliffs just shoot right off of the surface of the water. We have several outfitters who are based in Tuolumne County who can bring you up to Yosemite and take you on an experience based on your own skill level and your own interest in what you like to do. We also have public transportation in the summertime from several locations in Tuolumne County. We have YARTS, which is Yosemite Area Regional Transit System, and they have several routes that bring people into Yosemite. One of those routes does go through Tuolumne County. It has stops in several locations at hotels and other spots. People are very friendly and very welcoming and will help you with any questions you have about our area.
Hey everyone, I'm in the small, quaint town of Groveland, and I'm at the Groveland Hotel with the owner, Doug. Hello, Doug.
Hello.
So tell us about how long have you've had 2 hotels, correct? Which are they?
The Charlotte Hotel and the Groveland Hotel, which is the one we're standing in.
And how long have you had them?
The Charlotte's 6 years and this 7 months. So we have 31 rooms downtown.
That's a lot of
in the 2
rooms.
hotels. It's nice.
Uh-huh.
It's fun. Groveland has gone through different incarnations over the past 170 years, so it's a pretty interesting little town.
All right, right now I am talking to Paul, and Paul, we are at a beautiful vista point. Tell our viewers exactly where we are.
We're at Rim of the World. It's off Highway 120 here on beautiful Stanislaus National Forest.
And how vast and enormous is this?
Well, it's one of the largest river canyons in the Sierra Nevada.
We want to talk about some of the fun and the activities that you can do specifically in the summer months.
Definitely have our own major rafting events here on the Tuolumne River, and it's very popular, especially in the midsummer months. There's plenty of room to hike, backpack, fish, hunt, basically do it all here. Tuolumne River is a very dynamic, large watershed, hence why Hetch Hetchy was built for City and County, San Francisco's water needs, because it is such a large watershed. And since it was one of the largest glaciers in the Sierra, it has eaten out and created some very large canyons, including the Grand Canyon of the Tuolumne, which within Yosemite is over a mile deep.
Paul, there's so much to do, so much to see. Somebody who comes here, how can you help them?
Well, you can certainly find information online, like anywhere else. You can stop by any of our visitor bureaus or information centers, ranger stations. There are many along the way. But for the most part, I think if you just come up, you'll find what you're looking for.
Coming up, oh my gosh, look at it, you guys. I found gold. Actually, it's just a rock. Immerse yourself in California's gold rush history and experience the splendor of the past. You can visit charming towns that will make you feel like a 49er. Hi everyone, now we are in the small and quaint town of Sonora, and I'm joined right now by Connie, the mayor of Sonora. Thanks for talking to us.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
All right, tell folks about this darling little town.
Well, this is a gold rush town, and it was established in 1852. The gold rush is what brought people here and got this little town started. There's so much to do in this area. You have the capability of just taking your time and walking Washington Street, enjoying the small boutique businesses that we have, enjoy a cup of coffee, or stop by and have a brew. We have new businesses that have come in. We've got new restaurants, which all of that attracts not only the locals, but the visitors that want to come here and participate in what's going on. We're a friendly little town. We try to make people feel welcome. It's just a wonderful place to be.
All right, right now we are in Columbia, a lovely little historic town. I'm talking to Jen, and I gotta tell you, I've never seen anything like this.
Isn't this a great little town?
It is.
It's the largest collection of Gold Rush era brick buildings in the state of California. So it's got a lot of charm here. Lots of things to do, candy store, blacksmith shop, stagecoach rides, gold panning, antique bowling alley. Lots to do here.
And the best part of it, I've seen lots of kids, is you go in there and it is like stepping back in time.
Absolutely.
They've recreated that Gold Rush era, right?
Absolutely.
All right, now I'm gonna learn how to pan for some gold. You're gonna teach me?
That's right.
Okay, is it easy?
It's very easy.
All right.
A lot of fun too. You're gonna shake side to side. And you're gonna get that gold to sink. The gold's very heavy. It always wants to go to the bottom if you shake that pan. Then stick that sand under the water and give that pan a push. You see sand coming off the top?
Yes.
That pile's getting smaller and smaller. As we do that, a little sand comes off each time.
Oh, I get it.
Okay? Shake it, dip it. Try.
So go down and grab some?
Go ahead and just shake it. Go out every chance I get. If there's any gold in there, you're gonna see it.
Oh my gosh, look at it, you guys. I found gold. Actually, it's just a rock. Got excited there for a sec. Hey guys, I'm here at Columbia Airport. It is one of 2 airports in Tuolumne County, so if you want to fly to get here instead of drive, this is where you go.
We are at Railtown State Historic Park, Railtown 1897. We're over 100 years old. We have our grounds here, our historic roundhouse, and several locomotives. We've tried to preserve it so it looks pretty much what it would have looked like if you had been here in 1897, and we try to preserve the history of the locomotives. The only other California state park that has trains is up in Sacramento. You can come hear, see, touch, feel, ride the trains, and you really get to experience the living history of the park. It's not just a museum behind glass.
Jackie, we're in Jamestown. Can you give me a little information about the town itself?
Jamestown, California, we have this beautiful park here, Railtown 1897, but once you leave the park, you can stay in Jamestown. They have historic hotels, restaurants, shops, all down on the main street there in Jamestown where the history just continues. So if you have a chance to come visit us here, take a few moments to go down to the main street downtown Jamestown, and they have got living history every day of the week.
Well, it wouldn't be Railtown if you weren't on a train, right?
Right.
Right, George? Okay, you're telling me this engine here is how old?
Well, it was built in 1891. I have to redo the math every year, and I haven't done it just recently. So it's 1891. It was built in Paterson, New Jersey. And it's been on this railroad ever since this railroad was built in 1897. So this actually helped build the railroad. One of its most famous recent roles was in Back to the Future Part 3. This is the engine that Marty and Doc had to make go 88 miles an hour for the time travel. But previously, the Virginia in 1929, the first off-stage sound production that Hollywood ever attempted was done on this railroad using this locomotive. That roundhouse dates from 1910. So we're still maintaining locomotives in that roundhouse where they always have been. You know, this is a very special mix. People call this a museum, but it's way beyond that word.
So there's a lot of history right here.
Yeah.
Wow, everything here works.
Yeah, well, you can see the fire in the firebox. It takes fire to make steam. So this locomotive was originally built to burn coal, but it was converted about 1902 to burn oil because we didn't have very good coal supplies on the West Coast here.
Let's take her for a ride.
Okay.
Does it have a name?
Old number 3.
Old number 3. Here we go. Old number 3. I don't even know how you describe it. Would you say exhilarating?
Well, it's alive. You know, when this engine is fired up, it has a life. You know, it's crazy.
Coming up,
Pinecrest is the place to make family memories that are going to last a lifetime.
Tuolumne County is all about natural beauty and year-round activities. You can enjoy these while taking in the breathtaking scenery and fresh mountain air. So, for someone who has never been to Tuolumne County or the Stanislaus National Forest, what would you say to them? How would you describe it?
I would tell them they're missing out. It's an awesome place. There's a lot of opportunities here, all kinds of adventures to go on and things to explore. The Stanislaus National Forest is made up of 3 highway corridors, Highway 120, Highway 4, and Highway 108, which we're on right now in Tuolumne County. We have all kinds of lakes, rivers, streams, the forest, all these trees around us.
If you could give somebody a word picture, how would you describe Tuolumne County?
Extremely beautiful, massive trees that are towering over you, pristine lakes, crystal clear waters, abundant wildlife. This is definitely a year-round spot to vacation. You can come up in the summertime and you can hike or bike or camp. You can go swimming or get out on a boat. If you come up in the wintertime, there's snowshoeing, cross-country skiing, snowboarding, snowmobiling, all kinds of options for folks. A lot of our families will actually join us for interpretive programs in the summertime. Families also take bike rides together. I see lots of families out there riding around. I've seen backpacking groups with the kiddos strapped on with mom and dad, so that's a lot of fun as well. Opportunities in the wintertime, you can come up and build a snowman. That's always pretty simple, even if we don't have very much snow. And it does fluctuate in the wintertime. But you can go sledding. There are different areas that you can come up. There's a nice gentle slope at Pinecrest that you can take off and sled, or you can have a snowball fight. And you can go up to Leland Snow Play area, and they have tubes where they kind of pull you up the mountain and then you can tube down. Otherwise, you can go to Dodge Ridge and you can ski, snowboard. You can stop by Long Barn on your way up and go ice skating at the rink there. There's lots of options to play in the snow. One thing you want to definitely keep in mind when you're visiting the Stanislaus, or really any natural area, is whatever you pack in, you want to pack out with you, so your trash. Don't leave any pieces, even that clear fishing line, that animals can get tangled up in it or they can munch on it and it makes them really sick, and so it's not good for the wildlife. It's very important that we pick up our food for any of the animals that are around. People food's not animal food, and our trash is not good for them. We're visiting their home when we're here, and you wouldn't go over to your best friend's house and leave your trash in their living room floor.
So don't leave it here.
Yeah, pack it in, pack it out.
What will you see that's different between the changing seasons as far as wildlife and species out here?
Well, some of the animals kind of head up higher elevation in the summertime because there are a lot of folks visiting us. But in the wintertime, you'll see a variety of birds. We have ospreys and eagles that are almost always out over Pinecrest Lake in the summertime. And if you come to one of our ranger programs, you can kind of find out the difference between the two of them. All the way like ranging to mountain lions could be up here. You could see those, or little bobcats running around. There are bears that live here in the Stanislaus, and folks can see tons of squirrels and tons of birds hang out at the day use area in Pinecrest. Pinecrest is the place to make family memories that are going to last a lifetime. I can't tell you the amount of people that I've talked to that have been coming here because their grandparents brought them here and their grandparents brought them here. Everybody's coming up year after year because it's a family tradition, and we're really happy to be a part of that because there are so many different things that you can do here and adventures you can go on. I absolutely love the Stanislaus. It was the first forest that I ever really got a taste of, and I fell in love with it. And people will talk about the Eastern Sierra or different parts of the Sierra, and there's absolutely nothing like the Stanislaus. There's opportunities unlimited here.